Now, if I said to you, here's a mil-spec PC from NCIX, you might go, yeah, we've seen that before. No, you have not seen this before. This is the all-new 502IA, which has been changed in many ways. New CPU, new motherboard, new graphics card, new power supply, different case, also same price. So you get upgraded components, you get them at the same price, and we're going to take you on a guided tour of what makes this system a pretty darn good value. So we'll start with the outside of the case. As usual, the first thing that catches your eye is the glowing BitPhoenix logo, but don't worry, you don't want a glowing light on the front of your case. Press the button, boom, it turns off. You don't have to worry much about that. You can change it as often as you want. In fact, you could sit here and go like this the whole time if you really wanted to do that. You get 3 5¼ bays, none of which are populated. I do consider an optical drive very optional in a computer these days. You also have some front meshes that allow airflow to pass through the case. On the sides, you see things are very clean. It's got kind of a ruggedized look to it, but no flashy windows, or besides the red light in the front, which is again optional, no real flashy lights or anything like that to go along with the Survivor. It is all about survival of the fittest, and she is fit, sir. So let's go ahead and have a look at the top, where we find ventilation as well as our front I/O, which is quite stealthy and one of the most complete front I/Os I've seen in a while. So you got power reset, that light switch, 2 USB 3s, 2 USB 2s, eSATA, microphone, headphone, power, as well as a drive activity LED. So it's pretty much all there, but wait, there's more. Okay, so we're gonna stealth that again, and check out this stealthy handle. So all you gotta do is click right here, pull this up, and then there's 2 motions to lock it into place. You pull it up away from the chassis. There you go, so that locks that piece. Then you move this screw right here, and that locks the top. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend sort of swinging the case around by this handle, but it definitely gives you somewhere else to grab onto when you're moving it around to make it a little bit less ungainly to carry. On the back for I/O, we've got a PS2 keyboard mouse combo port, 2 USB 2 ports, 4 USB 3 ports, optical as well as coaxial digital audio out, VGA, DVI, and HDMI, gigabit Ethernet, 7.1 audio out, and then provided by that GTX 770 gaming inside, 2 DVI ports, HDMI, and DisplayPort, giving you the capability to run NVIDIA 3D Vision Surround and an auxiliary monitor. Now, it's not till we get inside that we find out where the magic really happens, as usual. So that 4670K processor, yeah, there was a slight performance improvement over the 3570K, sure, but where it really comes and really shines is in efficiency. So this Dark Rock 2 heatsink from Be Quiet is not only barely warm to the touch, but check this out, guys. That fan is barely spinning, and it is still running very quietly and very cool. It's installed on an MSI Z87 G45 gaming motherboard, which gives you the benefit of longer lasting components with their military class specification, as well as improved onboard audio and improved killer onboard networking. We also have a military class graphics card, so this is a GTX 770, also from MSI, using their twin Frozer cooler, which, okay, I'm starting to sound like a broken record here, but better longevity, quieter operation, and cooler operation. And none of this reliability is going to be hindered by the power supply. This is an M12 2 750 watt power supply, which means you've got not only nice, reliable, quiet power, but also power to spare. If you wanted to throw another graphics card in here or a few more hard drives from storage, you would easily be able to do that without altering the stock configuration in any other way. It's using 2 4 gig DIMMs, so that is an 8 gig kit of Kingston HyperX RAID memory, as well as a Kingston V300 SSD as a boot drive. And if I were to make any upgrades to this system, I would probably add a hard drive for storage, but other than that, it is pretty much ready to rock. Cable management inside the Survivor is excellent, as you can plainly see, so it looks great not only on the outside, but also on the inside. So what do you get, guys? Ultimately, you get the system, which looks great outside and inside, the military class components from MSI, which helps promote longevity of the components, as well as, of course, all that quiet operation that we've talked about. You get a super overpowered modular power supply that makes sure that airflow is solid, as well as giving you ample room for upgrades And, but wait, there's more, moment. You get a copy of Splinter Cell Blacklist. Now, I personally have never really gotten into the whole Splinter Cell series, but don't worry, you also get a copy of Borderlands 2, Mafia 2, and Metro Last Light. So if one game wasn't good enough for you, then that's fine. And if you don't even play games, then you get an Intel beanie that comes with the system as well. You put that on your head. Don't have to worry about playing a game on it. Don't forget to subscribe to NCIX Tech Tips for more system videos like this, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this first look at the 502 IM Mil-Spec PC.